Uh, Hey, Sheree. Can you turn the headphone volume down just a little bit? Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, down a little. No, up more. Yeah, that's good. Thanks. Yeah. Is it
Can
this?
You get it? It's that one right there.
This one? Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Thanks.
Sounds good. I can hear sound, so we're good.
Stand by, everybody, for Beavercreek Battling Beavers hockey coming up against the Troy Trojans. The Trojans are out on the ice getting warmed up. The Beavers are still in the locker room. So stand by. We'll be back with you to start our brief pregame in just a few minutes. Stay with us here on the Beavercreek Varsity Hockey YouTube channel. We'll be back with audio here in just a few minutes. The Beavercreek Beavers continue their weekend road trip to Hobart Arena in Troy. Good afternoon, everybody, from the historic Hobart Arena in Troy. This is Kent Jacobs with Beavercreek Battling Beavers Hockey. The Beavers, after a win last night over Springboro, take on the Troy Trojans in Swashel conference play. Last night's game against the Springboro Panthers was a non-conference game. The Beavers trying to extend their 14-game winning streak as they come into this game tonight with a stellar record of 19 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. The Troy Trojans, as of last weekend, had a record of 1 win, 8 losses, and no ties. The Beavers coming in, they're battling with the Alder Knights for the regular season Southwest Ohio Hockey League Championship. Alder winning last night over the Mason Comets by a score of 10-1. And they're neck and neck with the Alder Knights as far as trying to claim the regular season championship before the postseason begins. Taking a look at the Ohio High School Athletic Association rankings for this season, Cleveland St. Ignatius High School is first with a record of 13 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie, and these rankings are also heavily influenced by schedule strength as well. St. Francis de Sales of Toledo is second. St. Edward is third. Gilmore Academy fourth, and Upper Arlington is fifth. Rounding out the top 10 in the Ohio High School Athletic Association rankings, Olentangy Berlin is sixth. Olentangy Liberty seventh. University School, and I don't know where that is, it might be up in the Cleveland area, is 8th. St. Charles is 9th. Bowling Green, which is of course north of here, up headed toward Toledo, is 10th. The Beavercreek Beavers come in at 36th in the state out of the 77 high school teams that are ranked. Looking at other conference opponents or non-conference opponents for the Beavers, taking a look, Olentangy Braves are 39th. Talawanda in the Swashel is 41st. Alter is 42nd, so the Beavers at 36 are the highest ranked Swashel team in the state rankings. Other teams, Springboro is ranked 49th. Toledo Whitmer is 60th. The Beavers saw them at the beginning of the season. These Troy Trojans are ranked 66th. The Mason Comets are ranked 70th. And that rounds out all the Swashel teams. The team that's ranked last in the state is Brecksville, and I'm not sure where they're located. So the Beavers come in at 36th in the state, but that was before the last couple of wins, so I think the Beavers, especially if they can win over the Trojans this evening, they could try to break that top 30 in the state in the Ohio High School Athletic Association rankings. Now the starting lineups for tonight's game will be announced by the public address here at Hobart. Thomas Bush for the Beavers comes out to the blue line. Patrick Curran, Murad Constantinitis, J.J. Lehman, Jake Suda, Austin Drawn, and now goalkeeper today for the Beavers is Ian Champagne. As you saw, some of our younger players are getting the start. And now for the Trojans, Big Mike McGuirk comes out. Cooper Sexton. Gavin Burris comes to the blue line. Noah Carver is the starting goalkeeper for the Trojans. So the Trojans and the Beavers at their respective blue lines. And here in just a moment, we will pause for the Star Spangled Banner. This is Teacher Appreciation Day here for the Troy Trojans at Hobart. So they are introducing a few of the teachers that are being appreciated today. So that is who you're hearing being introduced right now, the teachers that are being honored today. So you're seeing the some of the individual Trojan players that are coming out with the teacher that they chose to honor today. This building, Troy's Hobart Arena, I think, and I should have looked this up before the game, but I think was built back in the 1950s, if I remember correctly. But it's been a home of several professional minor league teams, including the Dayton Gems for a time, the Troy Owls. And there's been other junior teams that have played up here at Hobart Arena. So historic facility, very, very nice. You can see probably on your screen how the seating sections are alternate red and gray, which are the Troy High School colors. And very nice. Always nice to come up here because you're playing in an arena that has been used by many professional teams here in the past. Seeing the final Trojan players that are coming out with to stand with the teacher of their choice that they're wanting to spotlight this afternoon on Teacher Appreciation Day for Troy High School. And here momentarily we will have the playing of our national anthem in just a few moments. Okay, everyone, stand by. You're going to hear the playing of our national anthem from Hobart Arena in Troy. Stand by.
The Star Spangled Banner.
The singing of our national anthem as we get ready for Saturday evening high school hockey from Troy, Ohio. And the Beavers battling with the Alder Knights for the top spot in the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League regular season standings. Both teams winning last night. The Beavers over Springboro 5-1 and the Knights over Mason 10-1. Both of those games played at South Metro Rink in Centerville. Last action for these Troy Trojans, they lost 10-1 to Alter a week ago. That was on January 22nd. Starting in net for the Beavers tonight, Ian Champagne. Ian undefeated this season, 6-0 by way of a record. Goals against average of 1.27 and a save percentage of 9.932. Referees for today's game, Bill Peck, the long arm of the law. He's the retired Ohio State trooper. And Eric Schreiner. Coaches for Beavercreek, Greg Gutterman, assisted by Drew Earhart and the good doctor, Brad Lloyd. And the Troy Trojans coached by Rick Zabo and Preston Howells. Cam Quick, the other assistant coach for the Beavers. Puck has been dropped. We're underway. The Beavers in their all black uniforms today. There's a shot by the Trojans, Gavin Burris, and a save by Champagne. The Trojans then, of course, in their white home sweaters with the red trunks, the gray trim. Trojans get the first shot on goal of the game. And a save made by Champagne. Now back is Thomas Bush for the Beavers. Over the Troy line, shot, and that's wide. Noah Carver in net for the Trojans at the other end. J.J. Lehman leaves it for Cox. Ooh, a long pass intercepted by the Trojans. It's one of those offensive or defensive zone giveaways that you don't like to see. There's a big hit on Bush. Long shot deflected off a stick to the corner. Bush checked by Cam Lombardo. Bush comes back with the puck. Thomas pinned to the boards. Here come the Trojans the other way. Ian Knott, Knott, dumps it in. Back J.J. Lehman for the Beavers. Just underway. We're a minute and a half into the game. Almost a very dangerous giveaway, and they do give it away, the Beavers. Sloppy play in their own end by the Beavers. And they're lucky the Trojans haven't capitalized on that. Beavers can't clear it out. Owen Huff pinned to the boards by Condi of Troy. Puck shot back to center by the Trojans. Beavers control at their own line. Now J.J. Lehman has to go get it as it was dumped back in the Beaver zone. Right now the Trojans have a spring in their step that the Beavers don't have. Now here's Joey Donahue. He's checked into the boards in the Troy zone. Big Mike McWork, star player for the Trojans, gives it away. Shot, save, Carver, another save, and that's wide on a rebound shot. Mike McWork, number 7 of the Trojans. There's a shot from the right point, deflected wide. He received a commendation for electrician work at, in the career academy here at Troy High School. Loose puck fought for right at the top of the Troy crease. Carver down, the Beavers score. So the Beavers are able to put it in. They lead it 1-0, and it looks like it's Joey Donahue. And if it is Mr. Donahue who got the tip in on that, and for Joey, that would be goal number 27 of the season, which is second on the team. And as I was trying to listen to the public address give the goal announcement on that last goal, the Beavers go ahead and put another one in, and it's Riley Hansen, I believe, who got that one. That first goal, Donahue from Elsner. And now the Trojans call timeout right away as they're not supporting their goaltender Carver. They need to keep the puck out from right in front of their net. So timeout. So it wasn't Riley Hansen, it was Mason Washburn, uniform number 8, not number 9. So for Mason Washburn, was that Washburn?
Yes.
Was it? Oh, okay. I thought Riley came over here with trying to.
Yeah, he may have.
Well, at least the officials give the goal to Mason Washburn. I thought Riley Hansen, number 9, came to the bench first. We'll find out later, but at least officially at the moment, Mason Washburn given credit on the goal, and if it is, it's Mason's 3rd. Assist to Thomas Bush, and for Thomas, assist number 27 of the season to tie him with Carson Cox for the team lead in assists. But it looked like Riley Hansen came to the bench first. There's Bush's shot, save Carver. If Riley scored, then it would have been goal number 16 for him. And we'll try to get we may not get an official confirmation today, but we'll find out for sure later. But so 2-0 Beavers lead it. We're 4 minutes into the first period. holding the puck in. Carson Cox shot, and a tip is up high. And that tip by Riley Hansen could be on that second goal that the officials may have mistaken Riley's number 9 for an 8, because Mason Washburner's number 8. But we'll try to find out later. Icing the call on the Trojans, and a face-off back in the Troy zone to our left here in this first period. From the face-off, Trojans trying to get it out of their own end. They do. Joe Martin plays it. Rink-wide pass over the Troy line to Joey Donahue. Joey will slide it ahead. It's picked off. Alex Elsner trying to come up with it. Elsner fighting for it with a couple of Trojans. It's chipped ahead by Troy's Cam Lombardo. His shot is right on, and it's gloved shoulder high by Ian Champagne, and Ian will hold on to that. Is chat open today? Is chat open today? No? Okay, so no chat today, so
I've got 4 shots for 3 and 2 shots for
So no chat today, unfortunately. We'll get that back running next home game. Owen Huff shot, and it's tipped wide. Beavers in all black up 2-0. Shot from the right point by J.J. Lehman is off a stick wide. Here come the Troy Trojans the other way. It's dumped in by Lombardo.
I'm sorry, we do have chat. I don't have stats from them, but we have chat.
Oh, we do have chat.
Yeah, we have chat.
Oh.
We don't have stats from the box.
Okay, so we do have chat. I beg your pardon, and I'm glad we do. Here's a shot and a save by Champagne. He got a stick on it. So we do have chat. So if you want to say hello to anybody, or oh my gosh, a huge check on Alex Elsner by Cooper Sexton. Ouch, but the Roadrunner is okay. He's takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Here's a shot, tip in front, and they score! The Trojans are on the board. They rush the net. Champagne slid down, and it looks like it was Ian Francis Knott with a goal. And that cuts the Beaver lead in half to 2-1. Several Trojans charge the net. When you're having trouble scoring, that's the way to do it. We'll get an announcement on the assists on that play. So not the goal, and he is assisted on that goal by Cooper Sexton and Gavin Burris. I'd like to say hello to anybody on the Troy side that's tuning in to us today. There's a shot by Cox, save, rebound, Hansen, save by Noah Carver. So anybody who's watching from the Troy Trojan side of things, we welcome you to Beavercreek Varsity Hockey. My name's Kent Jacobs, and we are glad to have everybody on hand on this Saturday afternoon. We've got the makings of a barn burner, 2-1. We're not even midway through this first period. Beavers giving the puck away in their own zone. Shot blocked. Donahue for the Beavers in front of his own net. Lost it. Oh my goodness, another bad giveaway, and the puck is snared on a shot by Burris by Ian Champagne. I don't know, a giveaway in your own end right in front of your own net. Beavers they've been a little sloppy in their own zone so far. They did play just last night, so there might be a fatigue factor. And the fact that the Beavers are heavily favored today against the Trojans, that might kind of subconsciously play into a little bit of apathy on the part of some of the Beaver players, possibly, as they've been just a little sloppy in their own zone so far. But they do lead it 2-1. Here is Owen Huff starting out on left wing. Owen drops it off. Elsner shot, pad save by Noah Carver. Rebound into the corner. Elsner and a Troy player go down. Puck cleared the other way. After it for the Beavers, and that's going to be, is that an icing violation, or was there a penalty at the other end, or what's happening? We have a penalty. Or did we just have an icing? I don't know what the referee's gesturing, but it looked like an icing violation against Troy. So face off deep in the Troy zone. Here's Joe Martin. Shot. Stick save by Carver. Pass rink wide to Quinn Garrity of Troy. He knocks it behind the Beaver net. Several players fight for it there. It kicks free to Danny Pearl of Beavercreek. He's ridden into the boards hard, head first by Cam Lombardo, and I think Mr. Lombardo is going to head to the cooler for a couple of minutes. Check behind the back, and that should be a major penalty against the Trojans, so they could ill afford that. Cam Lombardo goes to the box for 5 minutes for checking behind the back. Checking from behind. And so the Beavers should be on a 5-minute major power play. The referee Schreiner going over to Coach Zabo of the Trojans to explain. Now, wait a minute, who's going to the box? That's the young lady, that's Maddie Logan. Is there a bench minor too? What is going on? Looks like Cam Lombardo and Maddie Logan are both in the penalty box over there. Maddie Logan, number 24, I don't think she was involved in the play, so I don't know, is there a bench minor assessed to the Trojans as well? No, there's 4 Trojans on the ice. There's a shot, save, rebound, they score! Alex Elsner, power play goal. What did he say? What was that? What was her penalty? Yeah. We can't quite make out the public address, but both Maddie Logan and Cam Lombardo are in the penalty box. I don't know what Miss Logan is in there for. They made an announcement, but we can't make it out. Ian Champagne precariously lets the puck in front of the top of the crease for teammate Riley Hansen. A goal by Alex Elsner, a power play goal. And for Alex, goal number 22 of the season. Beavers still on a power play because of the major penalty to Cam Lombardo. Beavers power play at 33, and 0.3%. We have a couple of messages on our chat. Barbara Barrera says, "Go Beavercreek." Michaela Stacy says, "Let's go Creek hockey." So it's good to hear from Barbara and Michaela. So they gave the goal to Carson Cox and the assist to Alex Elsner. And for Carson, that is his first goal of the season. And for Alex Elsner, the assist on that is his 13th. So the power play goal, Cox from Elsner, was the announcement. And again, that's confusing to me because I thought Alex Elsner stuffed the puck in down here, so I don't know. But for Carson, that's his first goal of the year, although he leads the team in assists. There's Elsner again charging the Troy net, and the save made by Carver. So officially, we've got Donahue, Washburn, and Cox. Though I thought it was Donahue, Hansen, and Elsner, but I might be off. It could be that it was reported by the referees wrong to the bench. It's hard to tell. Or to the official score. Or it could be that the public address has it wrong. Hard to tell. There's a shot by Elsner, and he scores. And no doubt about that one. That was Alex Elsner. He got nice lift on that shot. And it's now 4-1 Beavers. And for Alex, goal number 22. Hey, it's nice to hear some good organ music. That's what you should hear at these arenas. We don't always have to have the rock music and hip hop and all that stuff. It's nice to hear a good old-fashioned organ. That is a power play goal, as the Beavers still on that major power play. So, just heard the announcement, Elsner from Huff and Cox. So, Carson Cox is team leading 28th assist of the season. Owen Huff the assist. Owen had a good night last night. He had a goal and assists. So, if Uncle Jan's listening, Owen's having another good game tonight. J.J. Lehman, head man in for Washburn. He's crashed into the boards hard by Cooper Sexton. One thing I'll say for these Trojans, they might be down 4-1, but they are hitting hard. There's another man, oh man, I think that was McWork. I think he actually got the worst of that one. I think he rammed himself in the boards hard on that check. I'll say that. The Trojans, they're hitting hard. There's an offside as Andrew Conde carries the puck in back over the Beaver line with a teammate already in the attacking zone. Donahue, Elsner, and we need another forward out there. And here comes Mason Washburn, number 8. Cox and Martin on the defensive points, the defense positions. Gavin Burris wins the face-off for the Trojans, and it's knocked in behind the Beaver cage at the other end by Colin Burghart. Cox hits Martin on right wing. Martin over the Trojan line. Has it poke checked away by Garrity. Beavers up 4-1, still on a major power play. The puck shot the length of the ice by the Trojans, who are killing that penalty. It was a 5-minute major. Beavers scoring twice on a major power play tonight like they did last night. They're trying to score a third goal on this 5-minute major on Cam Lombardo. Lombardo went off for 5 minutes for checking from behind. The same penalty we saw last night. The Beavers against Springboro get a 5-minute major, and they scored twice. So far, twice on the Lombardo major. And the rest of that penalty to Lombardo has expired now. Both teams at full strength. So the Beavers 2 goals on the major power play tonight, and just as last night. Face off. Now for the Beavers, Riley Hansen trying to stick handle in. He scores! The Cobra slithers through the defense, and he punches one in on a backhand. And for Riley Hansen, that is goal number 17 of the season, and his quest for 20. Loose puck in the Beaver zone, carried out for Beavercreek by Joey Donahue. Donahue now stick handling in the Troy zone. I couldn't make out who the assists were on that. Did you hear the assists on that one, Jeff? Here's Carson Cox's shot. Save. Rebound covered by Carver. Oh, still loose in front of the net. Huff getting a whack at it. And it comes free. So Carver unable to cover that puck. Now the Trojans back the other way. Shot by McWork is turned aside by Champagne. Carson Cox picks up the puck, carries behind his own net for the Beavers in all black as the first period comes to a close. Score after 1 period of play. The Beavercreek Beavers on the road leading the Troy Trojans 5-1. Did you?
Yeah. And then the shots are 11 for Creek, and Troy has 6 shots.
Okay, folks. So Jeff, our producer engineer, he has gone back on our YouTube feed and looked at the 2 goals that I had questioned about from the public address earlier, and it turns out that I was right. We were right here on our end in that it was Riley Hansen who got the second goal, not Mason Washburn. And it was Alex Elsner who got the third goal, not Carson Cox. We'll assume that Carson got the assist on that, and that somewhere in the translation between the referees to the scores table up to the public address that somebody got a number wrong, got numbers transposed or something, but updated scoring, first period then, Donahue, Hansen, Elsner, Hansen. So 2 for Hansen, 2 for Elsner. And we've just heard from Winona Champagne down in Hanville, Louisiana. Contingency watching from Winchester, Virginia tonight. Just saying it's cold in Virginia? No kidding. Go Beaver, she says, spelled Cajun-wise, G-E-A-U-X. We love our video crew bringing us live commentary. Oh, from Kent, thank you, Winona, very much. We appreciate it. A nice compliment. And we know you're watching young Mr. Ian in goal tonight for the Beavers, and he's having a sensational season playing backup net as he's undefeated 6-0, and he's looking to go 7-0 tonight as the Beavers lead 5-1. So again, that is from our chat line. You just go to your YouTube screen and give us a message. We love to hear from you. Gabby Paff after the puck for the Trojans. Beavers able to retake possession in their own end. Here's Carson Cox. Carson racing past Garrity. Carson moving in, shot, save, rebound. Donahue trying to pounce on it, but Noah Carver will cover it up. So very confusing scoring. But first period, Donahue from Elsner, Hansen from Bush, Hansen from Cox, or check that, Elsner from Cox, Elsner from Huff and Cox, and Hansen, but we don't have we could not make out the public address. It's kind of the sound system that's kind of muffled. Of course, it's probably old up here, but the speakers, but we just can't quite make out some of what the public address announcer is saying. We are situated in the stands. We're right in the top couple of rows, and one side wall here at Hobart Arena. Fantastic vantage point, can see everything very well, but you can't hear or make out. We can hear the PA just fine, just can't make it out because it's kind of muffled. So we couldn't hear who the assists were on that last goal. There's a centering pass that's deflected away by Elsner of Beavercreek. Beavers in all black lead at 5-1. Looking to extend their winning streak to 15. Now there's a puck stolen away by Elsner. Trying to work in, he loses his edge and goes down. Carver dives out of the crease to cover the puck with Owen Huff trying to jab one in. In fact, Owen gives Carver a pat on the shoulder saying, hey, no offense, Noah, just trying to get a goal there, man. It's been a tough evening for Noah Carver so far. Tough season for the Trojans. As of last weekend, 1-9-1 or 1-9-0 by way of a record. Coach Szabo trying to build the program back up. It used to be at one time. There's Gabby Paff takes a check to the boards, but she's right back up and on her feet and right back after it. Here's a shot on goal from center on a save, Carver. And Colin Burkhart wraps it around to the far side to center ice. Coach Rick Szabo, the Troy Trojans used to be a very strong program in the Swashel. They won a championship some years ago. won a conference championship some years ago. Giveaway to Hansen. Oh, pass to Constantinitis, and Murad almost had a chance at a goal. There's a shot from the left point by Carson Cox that's gloved by Carver. Number 5, Murad Constantinitis. He almost got a pass right in front of the net, but unable to get his stick on it. We're seeing a lot of the young players, and we will, for the remainder of the game, there's a shot and a score for the Beavers, and that is Joey Donahue. And for Joey, that's his second of the game. So Joey, the second of the game, and that would be number 28 of the season. And another shot in the score, Bush. And I can't. Noah Carver, in frustration, slams his stick down on the ice. And for the hitman Thomas Bush, that's his team-leading 45th goal of the season in his quest for 50. Puck shot right in front, and Carver will cover it. So in the remaining games of the season, Thomas Bush is looking to get 50. Joey Donahue looking to get 30. Riley Hansen looking to get 20. Alex Elsner already has 23. Alex probably a long shot at 30, but you never know. At least he can try to get 25. And the PA announcer kind of a little bit mumbling a little bit, and then just can't make out all that he's saying, unfortunately. So can't make out any assists that they've credited. So maybe the PA man, there's a whistle, and we've got a pushing the puck ahead with a hand pass whistle, so that was on Beavercreek, so they'll take the face-off back in the Beaver zone. But maybe the young man that's doing the public address may not be aware that he's coming through a little bit muffled. He would have to speak a little louder and with slower and with more diction to be able to be heard, clearly. It's loud enough, but just kind of muffled. So we can't make out the assists. So we'll get those stats next game from Josh Cox. Riley Hansen does a 360 and then loses the puck. It's cleared ahead by the Trojans, trying to stick handle. Nice check by Lehman. JJ comes back. JJ poke checked away. Puck stolen by the Trojans' Gavin Burris. Burris a shot. Stick save to the corner by Ian Champagne. Ian busier in that first period than he's been in the second. He did yield a goal to Ian Francis Knott. But since then, the Trojans unable to dent the net. Riley Hansen, alternate captain, works around a check. Over the Trojan line, shot, kicked out. Rebound, carried to the corner by Pearl of Beavercreek. Carver a nice save on that Hansen shot. Now Mason Washburn trying to get a shot at the puck, but it's covered at the side of the net by Noah Carver. Well, hold on a second. Beavers control behind the Trojan net. Pass to the point. Cox shot wide of the near post. Carrying ahead, Cooper Sexton over the Beaver line. Cooper Sexton, number 4 for the Trojans. Tries to center the puck. It's off the side of the net. Beavers pick it up loose. Thomas Bush around Sexton. No, Sexton is able to check the puck away from Bush. Now Thomas gets it back and sweeps it in the length of the rink behind the Trojan net. Wraps around to center. Beavers have to retreat. It's knocked in by Cox. Carver sets it up for Berghardt. Colin Berghardt, number 11 for the Trojans. He'll flip it down the ice. Icing is waved off. Puck played by the Trojans behind the net. Pass back to the right point. Shot by Berghardt. Blocked. He gets it right back. Shot gloved by Champagne. Now it pops in and out of the big mitt. But then Ian is able to cover it. 2 Ians in this game. That's a little bit rare. Ian Champagne in goal for the Beavers and Ian Francis Knott for the Troy Trojans. Beavers cleared the puck. That's going to be no icing. Icing waved off. Puck chipped along the near boards in the Trojan zone. Fighting right along that wall is J.J. Lehman and Owen Huff. Owen Huff comes away with it. Huff in the corner. Checked by Berghardt. Loose puck. Alex Elsner trying to wrap it around. Elsner trying to center it, but it's deflected away, and back come the Trojans. There's a shot right into the pads of Ian Champagne. Shot was made by Gavin Burris. Ian holds on and will hold on for a face-off. We're going to be we're midway through the second period, so we're midway through the game. Beavers in all black lead at 7-1. We're going to be talking to a couple of Beaver team managers at the end of this period in the intermission. Andrew Condi carries ahead for Troy. He slips it in behind the Beaver net. Beavers regain possession, and here they come. Alex Elsner over the Trojan line. Elsner around McGuirk behind the net. Now McGuirk takes the puck away, shoots it along the far wall, but not out. Elsner gets it back in the corner. Elsner and McGuirk. That's a physical mismatch right there. Elsner loses about 6 inches or so to big Mike McGuirk. Here comes Isaac Graham for Beavercreek. Or no, check, it's Riley Hansen. Riley Hansen, number 9. I thought it was number 19 out there. Riley Hansen. Hansen checked along the far side. Back come the Trojans. Burris. Backhand in front. And a tip by Knott is wide. So Ian Knott trying to score his second goal of the game as backhander is wide. Back is Riley Hansen. He's poke-checked away. Here comes Knott, but over the line ahead of the play was Cooper Sexton. The offside Troy. And the face-off will be left side of center with 5:59 to go in the period. 7-1, the Beavers on top. From the face-off, Graham for Cox. To Donahue to Bush. Bush over the line. Shot is tipped wide off the end of the mitt of Noah Carver. Puck shot into the far corner. And it escapes to center. Beavers have to retreat. Here is Bush. Thomas Bush in the slot, works in front. Shot wide. Cox holds in. Centers for Donahue, but it's intercepted by Burkhart and cleared away. And that's an icing violation on Troy. Compton on the ice for the Beavers, along with Elsner and Huff up front. It's Cox and it looks like Isaac Graham on the points for Beavercreek. Puck centered in front of the Troy net. Trojans, they rescue goaltender Carver and clear the puck away. It's iced. That clearing shot was by Brady Smith of Troy. He shoots the puck the length of the ice, and that's an icing violation. But 3 Trojans collapsed in on the Troy net to save Carver as a couple of Beavers were trying to stuff the puck in. Gabby Paff, number 2, will take the face-off against Elsner. Elsner wins the face-off. A shot stick save by Noah Carver. That puck almost bounded in off the goalpost. Elsner spins, and as he tries to turn, he's poke-checked away by Gabby Paff. Paff and Huff and Elsner and Schumann all fighting for the puck. Miles Schumann wraps it around for Quinn Garrity. Garrity unable to clear the puck. It's stolen by Huff, and Owen Huff a backhand shot from the slot. That's wide. Here comes a rush by the Trojans. It's Quinn Garrity. He's checked by Cox. Puck centered right in front of the Beaver net, but the Beavers intercept and clear. Back is Colin Burkhart of Troy. Burkhart flips it ahead off the boards, but Huff intercepts, gives it to Elsner, trying to work in front. Shot hit the goalposts. Alex Elsner looking for a hat trick. Wind up, a blast by Cox. Pad save by Carver. Puck comes right back on the rebound to Cox. He dumps behind the net. Cox holds it in. Again shoots behind the net for Alex Elsner. Elsner fighting for it with Gabby Paff. Paff wraps it around to Garrity. Garrity can't clear it. Shot. Save. Rebound into the corner for Elsner. Alex Elsner checked by Garrity and Paff. Gabby Paff takes the puck and has it stripped away by Alex Elsner. Elsner trying to work in front. Lost the handle. Owen Huff has it. Owen in the corner. Trying to spin around into the slot. Shot, save, rebound. Elsner turns, shoots, pad save. Noah Carver getting a lot of work here in this second period. Long shot on goal the other way. Played by netminder Ian Champagne. Loose puck shot to center. Off the bench on the fly, Riley Hansen over the Troy line. Hansen centers, it's tipped away on defense. Loose puck, Cooper Sexton of Troy. Passes over for Cam Lombardo. Lombardo shot wide, partially blocked by Isaac Graham. Now Burkhart a shot, that's blocked on defense. Kneeling in front of the shot was Riley Hansen. Hansen, he's got Graham right in front of his own net. Hansen trying to get it out of his zone, and it's blocked away down by the Trojans back behind the net. Trojans Trying to keep the puck in the attacking zone, but back come the Beavers the other way, left to right. Big hit on Constantinitis. That was by Colin Burkhart. Now Hansen flips it in front, but knocked down there on a big check on Danny Pearl by Jack Crawford of Troy. Puck chipped to center ice, 7-1 Beavers, 1:15 left to go in the period. Beavers in all black. Carrying in over the line, Burkhart, backhand shot blocked. Now Isaac Graham for the Beavers, looking to carry out. Graham, pass to center, Bush trying to cut right in on goal, save Carver. As Thomas tried to stuff it in right between the pads, came right in on top of the Troy crease, but Carver stood his ground. He's able to keep the Beavercreek sniper Thomas Bush out of the net on that occasion. 49 seconds left in the period. Shots on goal this period, 12-4 in favor of Beavercreek. Back come the Trojans. A rush the other way, trying to work in front. Burris, and a tip, and that's deflected. I don't know if Champagne got a piece of that or not. There's a tip in front, and they score. A shot deflected in front, and the Trojans are on the board in the second period with half a minute to go. It looks like Gavin Burris. We'll wait to get an announcement on that. There were several players in front of the net, and I think it hit off a stick and deflected up high into the Beaver net. Let's wait for an announcement on the goal, but I believe it was Gavin Burris. Now here's Joey Donahue scoring! So that Troy goal was Gavin Burris, assisted by Miles Schumann. And in the meantime, Joey Donahue scores. And for Joey, his second of the game. And 28th of the season. So the score now 8-2. There's a shot on goal, and Ian Champagne makes the stop. Just 6 seconds left, so the Trojans able to put 2 goals in the net behind Ian Champagne, and that's a headline in itself, as that is twice as many goals almost as Ian's average. Trying to make out the assist on Donahue's goal. I'm not able to. And you probably saw the Trojans shot the puck into the Beavercreek net right at the buzzer, but that goal was disallowed. The shot ruled by the officials as coming after the buzzer to end the second period. So the score then at the end of 2 periods is Beavercreek 8 and Troy 2. And unfortunately, again, because of not being able to make out the PA announcer PA announcements here, just not going to have and we're not getting. Usually we get text messages from the scorers table to give us confirmation of scoring, the goal scorers and the assists, but we don't have that working tonight. So we don't have that on hand. So we'll go over what we have, our sketchy scoring. But I am pleased to say we're going to visit with a couple of nice young ladies here. I'm going to get situated. Let's see, Cherie, do you guys want to be down here maybe? You know, step down here.
Just to stand here?
Yeah. Here's the camera. You want to see them, not me. You don't want to see old Kent. All right, so we are here with two of the team managers. Now, we visited with Kelsey Lutz last night.
Yep.
And so we have with us Abby and
Riley.
okay. So Abby Shivelbein and Riley
Green.
Okay. So Abby Shivelbein, Riley Green, the other two team managers for the Beavers this season. So, first of all, tell us just a little bit about how you guys got involved with the hockey team. How did that happen, Riley?
I got involved by watching my brother play for the team a few years ago, Nathan. He mainly just got me into hockey and got me looped into here, and I just stuck around ever since.
You enjoy it so far?
Yeah, I've been enjoying my time.
And Abby Shivelbein, we know you from your brother. You're Abby. Why do I keep getting you guys mixed up? We know you from your brother. And tell us, how's Nate doing these days?
He's actually looking at going to college at University of Toledo, so he's doing pretty well. He's been living in Toledo for almost a year now. So.
Is he playing any hockey?
He is not right now. I don't know if he's looking into playing hockey at all because our cousins play for University of Toledo, but he might be looking into it.
Is that a club team, do you know?
No, it's just a team for the school, I believe. I don't really know.
Club is it's kind of like intramurals. It's kind of like it's not a varsity sport, but it's like University of Dayton has a team, but it's a club team. So that I think that might be the case. So I don't know if Toledo has a varsity team or not.
I'm not.
But so Riley, tell us about how you got involved with the Beavercreek hockey team.
I've just always been friends with Abby, and we were hanging out one day, and she had hockey practice, so I came with her, and Coach mentioned managing to me, so I figured I'd just try it out and do it.
Okay, and are you enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now tell us a little bit about what do team managers do? I really didn't get into that with Kelsey last night, so maybe I'll ask you guys, what are all the different duties that a team manager does?
We pretty much just do stats for the team. We keep track of shots on goal and all of their face-offs and everything, and then we just fill up their waters, and we go to all their practices for safety, and then we make cool puck pyramids for them every day. That's pretty much all we do, just around for moral support.
And what have you guys have a favorite moment so far from this season that you can think of?
100% beating Alter in overtime again. That was amazing.
Riley, is that the case with you, Alder?
I think so.
And we had a funny moment last night when we were at South Metro interviewing Kelsey, because I was sitting with her and I asked her the same question. You have a great moment from this year, and she said the same thing. She says, our fights with Alter, and Alter coach Kevin Berry was standing in attendance just watching the game, standing right there. So I said, hey, watch what you say. But Kevin's a great guy. He took it in fun. But yeah, I have to agree. The games with Alter, I have to say, are my favorite as well. So, so tell me a little bit about your guys' plans now. First of all, what are you both seniors, or what class are you?
We're both juniors.
Oh, okay, so great. So do you think you guys will be back next year doing this?
I think I will. I don't really know if
I'm thinking about it. It's a lot of fun.
We hope you are. So tell us, since you're juniors, you may not have your minds made up or anything, but you have any idea about where you guys, you're probably going to go to college, I would guess, both here. Where do you think you're going to go?
I was looking into Ohio State, and if not Ohio State, probably University of Toledo, just to follow along with my family, but I'm not really sure on like a set place to go yet.
So the Shivelbeins are going to be a family of Rockets, the Toledo Rockets. So Nate's a Rocket Man. That's Elton John. I don't know if these guys know who that is or not. But how about you, Riley? Where are you going to go?
I've been looking into Kettering College to go for nursing, so that's my plan right now.
Well, my sister, one of my sisters, was a nurse at Kettering Hospital for about 30 years. She's since taken another traveling job, nursing job. That she didn't go there. She went to Sinclair, but I'm sure she would speak very highly of the Kettering College of Medical Arts. So you wanted to be a nurse?
Yeah.
Any specialty that you want to get in nursing?
I'm not sure yet. My sister's always worked in like nursing homes with like elderly people, so I've thought a lot about that.
So geriatric.
Yeah.
And I'm not too far away from that. She says she'd like to get into geriatric nursing. I say I'm not too far away from that. So, okay, guys. I'll tell you what. Let me ask you, because they're just now getting the Zamboni going, so they're still a ways off from starting the third period. So we'll visit for another couple minutes. Do you guys do any sports yourselves individually?
I mean, I used to play rec soccer and rec volleyball, but I was never really playing for the school. I wasn't really into just actually being super involved in the school. I just thought that was like too much work.
How about you, Riley?
I've never really been into sports either.
Tell us, away from the rink, doing this, what are some of your hobbies that you guys like to do outside of school?
I mean, I always just go to all of our friends' like sporting events, and I always go and support them just because I always think it's fun just to watch them and just try and like make fun of it. And then I have a job. I work at Ritter's Frozen Custard in Beavercreek, so that's always fun to go work there because a lot of the hockey players work there as well. So we all just have fun and work together.
Well, that'd be a fun place to work, to eat the inventory, is what I would do. I would be fired. Riley, do you have any hobbies?
Like Abby said, we go to a lot of our friends, like sporting events and stuff, and then I babysit a lot for my sister, so that's where most of my time goes.
All right, guys. Well, we'll let you go in case you have some duties that you have to do between periods, fill up water bottles or anything like that. So it's been fun. Thanks for joining us, Abby Shivelbein and Riley Green. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us, and have a fun rest of the season. And we'll see you hopefully next year as well. So thanks a lot, you two. All right, we appreciate Abby and Riley joining us. I'm going to situate myself back in my seat as chief videographer Cherie Champagne will get the camera back fixed on the rink. What do we have here? Stat liaison Jeff Dufour tells me that the shots on goal this period favored Beavercreek 15-6, and for the game so far, Beavercreek out shooting Troy 26-12. Do I have my pen? Do you have my pen? Did I drop it?
What's that?
Yeah. What happened to my pen, Jeff? Did you find it? Oh. Did I lay it down? I might have had it on my clipboard, and Jeff, if you picked up my clipboard, it might have dropped. Stand by, folks. We're all looking for my pen. Well, hang on, let me.
It might be up there. Is it down there?
Here, you want to borrow this?
Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah, thanks. It must have dropped if you picked up the clipboard. I probably had it on there.
We have the same pen.
Oh.
That's the one I brought.
Oh, this is the one you dropped?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, shoot. Okay.
Got it?
Jeff gave me one.
I don't see it.
It was a clicky pen.
So, you know, you were talking about Ian Francis Nutt and
Yeah.
Ian Mike. They used to play together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they played for the Stell.
Oh, really? Now, stand by, folks. We're just waiting on the Zamboni to you're hearing all of our chitter chatter. And oh, wait a minute. I found my pen. I had it. I put it on my jacket. The quest for the missing pen has been found. I had it on my jacket. What do we have?
We
What
got
do
that, Slash Dog.
Okay. Let's see this, Jeff. Okay. Let's, while we still have time, they're running the Zamboni, let's catch up on our chat messages. Winona says, stay warm, and she says, what conditions cause the clock to keep running even after penalties or goals? Did they put it on a running clock? I miss not having a desk. Okay.
Then we got one from Phyllis on the bottom there.
All right, have they been running a running clock?
No, it's what she was asking is sometimes I don't stop the clock immediately because I'm putting in shots.
Oh,
And
she's
so I stop it and then I set it to the arena clock. So I wrote back on that.
Oh, okay.
I wrote back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so that was it. So Jeff has just explained that you're seeing a running clock still sometimes after a goal or a penalty just because Jeff is typing stuff in and hasn't had a moment to stop it on your screen there. So let's catch up on our other messages because they're still running the Zamboni. They had trouble with it, was what the arena staff told us earlier. Trouble with the Zamboni, but they have it running now. But Slash Dog X says, wow, I'm just able to join now. Looks like another big win for Beavercreek. Look forward to rewinding the game from the start. Yeah, it's been, the game has gone pretty much as we expected. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Slash Dog says, I saw the game last night against Springboro. It was encouraging to see a lot of goals from the underclassmen. The future looks bright. And that's right. We agree with you, Slash. And also Phyllis Reed says, proud of all the Creek players, especially her grandson Owen Huff. And yeah, Owen had a good game last night and a goal and an assist, and Owen having a good game today as well. What we have, again, we're lacking in some of the assists, but Jeff, are you going to later get with Josh or Greg about or them correcting this? let's go over what we've got scoring-wise. It's a little sketchy, but first period, Troy, Ian Francis Knott scored. His assists were by Sexton and Burris. And the Beavers scored 5 times in the first period. Joey Donahue from Alex Elsner. Riley Hansen assisted by Thomas Bush. Alex Elsner assisted by Carson Cox. Alex Elsner from Owen Huff and Carson Cox. Those last 2 power play goals, the Beavers scored twice during the 5-minute power play. And then Riley Hansen a goal, and we were not able to make out who the assists were for that goal. Over the PA, we couldn't make it out. But it was 5-1 Beavers after 1. And in the second period, Joey Donahue scored twice. We don't have any assists from that second period. But for Joey Donahue, a hat trick tonight. He has 29 on the season, so maybe in this third period even Joey Donahue might be able to hit the big 3-0 for goals for the season. The other goal in the second period by the Beavers was by Thomas Bush. For Thomas Bush, goal number 45 of the season. Meanwhile, the Troy Trojans did put a goal in the net in the second. It was Gavin Burris, assisted by Miles Schumann. So again, Ian Champagne coming into the game with a goals against average of 1.27. So actually, this the 2 goals scored by Troy almost doubling Ian's goals against average, but. They're making an announcement here at Hobart Arena, and I'm not sure what they're announcing right now, so Ian Champagne, who certainly was going to remain undefeated, as he's looking to go 7-0 on the season as a backup goalie for the Beavers. Carson Cox gives a salute out to Ian in the crease over to our right. And the Beavers trying to extend their 14-game winning streak, and right now with an 8-2 lead, look like that's going to take place. Burris against Hansen to start the third period. We're underway. Again, the Beavers in all black, the Trojans in white sweaters, red trunks. Carson Cox gives the puck away right in front of the net as he tried to clear it out. Nice play by Cam Lombardo. He almost got a shot away point blank, but he fell down right in front of the net. Now it's Hansen, now back to Cox. Cox works around Burris. Flips to the center red line to Hansen. Riley Hansen leaves it for Washburn, but it's intercepted by Berghart, Colin Berghart. Long shot from the blue line in and out of the mitt of Champagne. Loose puck at center ice, right at the center face-off circle. Trying to chip it ahead is Burris for Troy, working 1-on-4. Passes back to center. It's shot in by Andrew Condi. Beavers retain possession behind their own net. Now it's a giveaway, backhand shot. Saved by Champagne. What a play by Ian Francis Knott of Troy, just stealing the puck and getting a quick backhand shot right in front of the crease, but Champagne was able to get the big leg pad down and keep it from going in. And there's a dangerous bouncing shot by the Trojans' Ian Knott. And Ian Champagne gloves that like an infielder in baseball, bouncing, looked like a ground ball. And we heard from our videographer, Sherry Champagne, that the two Ians, Ian Francis Knott of Troy and Ian Champagne of Beavercreek, played together on a team at one time. Puck centered in front of the Beaver net. Trojans keep it in. Now back is J.J. Lehman. Lehman pass to center for Huff. It's broken up by Crawford of Troy as the puck carries all the way back behind the Troy net. It's icing on the Beavers. And we'll have a face-off back in the Beavercreek zone. Clock stop, 12 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game. Elsner wins the face-off for the Beavers. Puck chipped along the dasher boards to the blue line. Trojans keep it in. Shot by Mike McWork, bounds off the end boards to center ice. Picked up for the Beavers by Elsner. His shot is high and wide. Alex getting good lift on a couple of his shots tonight. He scored on one of them. And the puck cleared in behind the Beaver net. Joe Martin. Pass up ahead to Huff. Huff tips to center ice. And puck is carried back in by Cam Lombardo of Troy, but one of his teammates was in ahead of the play. That's offside on the Trojans. Face off on the dot nearest us, outside the Beaver zone. From the draw, Carson Cox. Opposite corner for Thomas Bush. Bush has it. And they're making an announcement. Here's Joey Donahue, headmans to Thomas Bush over the Troy line to Donahue. Shot! Rebound! It's good! A rebound goal by the Beavers' Austin Drawn. And for Austin Drawn, his first goal of the season. And you can see the Beaver bench on their feet as they give Austin uniform number 2. They all stand to give him a hand as the rebound was off the goalpost. Joey Donahue's shot was pinged off the goalpost. It may have bounced off the goaltender Carver, but right to Austin Drawn, who was right in position at the top of the crease, ready for a rebound, and he was able to just tip it right in. And for Austin Drawn, his first goal of the season. Now here's Riley Hansen. His shot is blocked. We're sitting in seats here, and I keep, without a desk, I'm lost. I've lost my pen again. I'm trying to keep a clipboard and shucks. So the Beavers now lead at 9-2. Hey Jeff, can I borrow it? I dropped mine again somewhere. Without a desk, or a tabletop, I'm lost. I don't know who the assists were. One of them had to be Joey Donahue because he took the shot. Here come the Trojan shot, save, rolling right off the pad of Ian Champagne. That was Cam Lombardo with a nice wrist shot that Champagne makes the stop on. And now back is Carson Cox. His shot wide of the mark. 9:45 to play in this one. It's been all Beavers this afternoon as expected. Big Mike McWork shot it in behind the Beaver net. That's icing. Face off in the Troy zone after the icing violation. From the face-off, the Trojans' Mike McWork slides it into the corner for teammate Andrew Condi. Now back behind the net for McWork. McWork passes ahead. It tips to center. After it is Brady Smith. Brady Smith checked by Lehman of Beavercreek. Loose puck. Shot ahead by Owen Huff. Alex Elsner after it. He tries to slide it around big Mike McWork. Number 7. It's like the biggest guy out there today, Mike McWork. There's a shot by Owen Huff that's right at the side of the net, saved by Noah Carver. He digs it out of his leg pads and gives it to referee Bill Peck. Carver having to get a adjustment on his big leg pad. There's a timeout, official's timeout. That shot by Owen Huff found its way in behind the leg pad of Carver, and trying to dig it out, I think loosened up some of the straps that hold his leg pad on. So next Beavercreek Beavers action that we'll have for you is this upcoming Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern time, and it'll be at our home rink, Kettering Ice Arena, against the Elder Panthers. Noah Carver back in position in the Troy crease. Again, the Beavers in all black today on the road, leading at 9-2. As they look for their 20th win of the season. Loose puck behind the net. Thomas Bush starts out for the Beavers. Bush skating through center ice. Bush trying to work in front, tries to flip a shot over the shoulder of Carver, but it clears the crossbar. Loose puck centered again. This in front. Bush, a shot, and he winds and sweeps it just wide of the Troy net on the near post, and then it's cleared away into the Beaver zone. We got a penalty, as it looked like Joe Martin and Gavin Burris collide, and one of them is going off on an interference minor. I think it's the Beaver player, and it might be Joe Martin. Let's see. Or no, it's going to be J.J. Lehman, uniform number 6. J.J. Lehman says, "What did I do?" And referee Schreiner explains to JJ what he's doing in there. 2-minute minor for interference. Carson Cox will wrap it down the ice. I think it's the first power play of the game for Troy, if my memory suits me. And that's an offside. Ian Knott tried to twist himself around to get onside, but he accidentally brings the puck in after his skates were already in over the blue line. Puck dropped, and Cox will bang it down behind the Troy net at the other end. Carver sets it up for McWork. Pass off the stick of Knott. And the Beavers chip it all the way down the ice again to penalty kill for the Beavers, by the way. And what happened to my score sheet? Did I drop that too? Where's my stat sheet? Ain't going anyhow. There's a shot the other way. Champagne the save. Correction, that is Colin Berghart back to get it for the Trojans. I was going to give the percentage of penalty kill the Beavers have, and here's a nice charge to the net by the Trojans' Brady Smith, but Champagne in position right up, pinned up against the post to keep that from going in. And their penalty killing is, here it is. Their penalty killing unit is exemplary. They are killing off 93%, 92.7% of power play chances by the opposition. So Coach Gutterman and his staff have really coached up the penalty killing really well. Here's Alex Elsner trying to pick the puck up right in front of the Troy net. Carver's down, and he's able to cover the puck as several players congregate. Yeah, the Beavers 92.7%. The opposition 40. This is before last night's game. 41 chances, only 3 goals, power play goals scored by Beavers opposition. And you want to look for one reason that the Beavers have a record of 19-2-1, and that's one reason right there. 93% penalty killing percentage. But we're back to full strength as the Beavers do kill it off. There's a nice tip, save Champagne, and a nice setup to Cam Lombardo as the Trojans trying to at least make some noise in this third period. There's only been 1 goal scored in this period. It was by Austin Drawn, his first goal of the season. A setup by Joey Donahue. Here's Thomas Bush, and right in front, Drawn almost had another one. Here's Donahue trying to get a shot away, but was tripped up and goes down. Now here's Bush trying to flip it toward the net. Carver's down, and now are they going to count it? The goal came loose. Referee Schreiner is pointing toward the net like the goal is good. And I think it's good. The net came loose, but they'll say it came loose after the puck went in, and that is Austin Drawn's second of the game. How about that? Can I use your pen again? Can I use your pen? Mine is somewhere probably on the ground. I know. I keep. I tell you. I'm a mess without a desk. I need something to put that stuff on. I'm just a wreck. Everybody, can I hold on? But I might lose it, Jeff. I might lose it.
I got it at the ready.
I lost my pen twice today. I lost my stat sheet. Folks at home, I'm a wreck. Been a great game for the Beavers, been a terrible game for the announcer.
Put him in the box. 5-minute major.
Jeff says I need a 5-minute major for
2 and 10 for the pen.
unsportsmanlike conduct when losing a pen. But how about Austin Drawn? Here's a shot wide of the mark. Austin Drawn, Drawn spelled D-R-A-U-G-H-N. But he's one of the young players we were talking about that are going to see ice time today. Austin had not scored all season long, and he's got 2 today. So what a memorable night for Austin Drawn. And I think young Mr. Drawn has got #1 star of the game written all over him now. When we pick the 3 stars at the end of the game. But we still have 3:45 to go. The score, incidentally, I didn't give the score. It's 10-2. Of course, you see it on your screen, but if you're just listening on your phone or computer, it's 10-2 now in favor of the Beavers. So another tough go for the Troy Trojans. We mentioned at the outset of this game their last action was a week ago against Alter, and the Trojans lost that game 10-1. So now they're down 10-2. Just another, they've won 1 game this year, and it's probably against Elder or Mason. But the Trojans, you got to give them credit, and it's always tough. You feel for teams. When I played Little League baseball all growing up, and I played on some lousy teams, I'll tell you. I like to tell a story of one year that right before our first game, we thought a Little League baseball team I played on, we thought we were going to be really good. And our coach got us together on our bench in our dugout right before our first game started and said, "Words out that we're good." So let's show them. And we lost that game like 20-0. There's a shot gloved by Champagne, and we were absolutely awful all year long. I think we probably won like one game. So I know what these guys are going through. It's tough anytime you're playing on a team that's just getting drubbed night after night, game after game. But one thing I'll say about these Trojans is they've maintained their effort and they've maintained their physical play. There's a shot, blocker save, Champagne. And so we'll credit Coach Rick Zabo and his staff for making sure that these Trojans keep playing hard, because they have been. They've been very physical. They've skated hard, and that's about all you can say. It's a tough night, but they're playing hard. Carson Cox wraps it to the blue line, held in by big Mike McQuirk. McQuirk, incidentally, it's a Irish name spelled M-C-Q-U-I-R-K. McQuirk, hard to pronounce. Shot right in the breadbasket of Champagne off the stick of Colin Burkhart, big number 11 for those Trojans. Teams change, we're down to 2.5 minutes to go. We will pick our 3 stars and hard hat award. Jeff, get ready to pick a hard hat. You gotta have that in mind. Who you think might be a good one? Jeff's a defenseman in Beer League. We'll let him pick the hard hat. Here comes Austin Drawn. He's having a memorable night. He hands it off to Bush. Bush gets stripped away by Crawford of Troy, Jack Crawford. Crawford check. Here comes Bush of Beavercreek. Bush, he's got Drawn, looking for a hat trick. Oh, and Thomas left it behind him. And Joe Martin carries the puck back in the attacking zone. He tried to hold it in, but it squeaked over the blue line. It's offside Beavercreek. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go. So the Beavers' next action, 10 o'clock Eastern time next Friday night against those Elder Panthers. Back home in Kettering. Noah Carver, the netminder for Troy, sets it up for Crawford. He moves it ahead to Cooper Sexton. Rink-wide pass, knocked in behind the Beaver net. Now pass to the blue line to Crawford. Shot, Burkhart, save. Rebound was swept just wide of the Beaver net. Burkhart holds in. Now has it stripped away. Two Beavers collide. That could have been a breakaway. Now Champagne chips it ahead away from the Troy player Brady Smith. And the Beavers ice it the other way. And with 1:15 to go, there will be a face-off deep in the Beavercreek zone. Well, I appreciate anybody. Any other chats? Any other chats? No.
Somebody said you're getting old.
Hang on, I gotta read this. What the heck is this? From the face-off, let's see. Oh, Nigel Gunn says you're getting old. Nigel, you hit it right on the money. You are correct, sir. You are correct, sir. Kent is getting to be a broken down old fogey. Now a puck carried right in front of the Beaver net. But picking it up is Jake Suda. Suda spelled S-O-O-D-A-H. He's one of the young guys, first-year players that are seeing some action. Joe Martin shoots the puck beyond the goal line at the other end. It's icing on the Beavers. Joe was trying to put it on goal, but it was a little bit wide. 26 seconds left. Yeah, and I'll echo again what Nigel said, you're getting old. I tell you, I used to never have any pills, not to be nothing. Now I'm like a walking pharmacy. I've got a pill box now I keep in my pocket, and I think I'm going to have to get a bigger one. As I get more broken down, these doctors keep giving me more stuff to take, so I don't know. I'm going to be held together with duct tape one of these days. There's the buzzer. Ends this one. Final score tonight at Hobart Arena in Troy. The Beavercreek Beavers extend their winning streak to 15, and their record now 20 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie, with a 10-2 win over the Troy Trojans this evening in Troy. And official shots on goal favor the Beavers 30-21 for the game. As the two teams congratulate each other. Can I borrow your pen again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So 30-21 for the game. Hang on, folks. I'm making some final notes. So 30-21. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's hang on here. Let me tabulate our 3 stars. Just one moment. Let me take a look at things. Let's see, I'm trying to make out all my scribbling. Okay, folks, as the Beavers start to head toward their bench. Okay, everybody. Okay, we're ready. We're going to put a lid on this one as the teams now make their way back to the locker room. Let's try to recap the scoring, and all we're going to have is goals. The assists are messed up. We didn't hear most of them over the PA, so we'll just list the goal scorers. First period, Troy, Ian Francis Knott scored. For Beavercreek, Joey Donahue, Riley Hansen. Riley Hansen scored twice. Alex Elsner scored twice. So those two scored twice. So after one, the Beavers led 5-1. Second period, Joey Donahue scores twice. He gets a hat trick for the game. Thomas Bush gets a goal. And for Troy, Gavin Burris scored the other goal that the Trojans put in today. And in the third period, really kind of the story of the game, Austin Drawn, first-year player. He had not scored all season, and he puts in two in the third period for his first 2 goals of the season. So what a memorable game for Austin Drawn. And so let's pick the 3 stars. We kind of have a number 3. We'll pick Alex Elsner and Riley Hansen, both with a couple of goals. We'll give them number 3 stars. The number 2 star of the game, Joey Donahue with a hat trick. And let's give the number 1 star to Austin Drawn. First 2 goals of the season, both coming in the third period. Boy, what a memorable afternoon for that young man, Austin Drawn, his first 2 goals of the season. And the hard hat, Jeff, what do you think?
Number 35. He had 21 shots on him, and there were some difficult turnovers right in front of the net, and he stopped.
And Jeff is giving the hard hat to goaltender Ian Champagne today, as he made a number of difficult saves. He gave up 2 goals, which for Ian is more than usual, which of course is outstanding, as he came into the game with just a ridiculous 1.27 goals against average, just outstanding. But he had to make a number of big saves. There were, and we kind of talked about it in the first period. There were a lot of a little bit of sloppy play in their own zone, some giveaways right in front of the net, and he had to make some difficult stops this afternoon. So Ian, in goal, remains undefeated on the season, now 7-0 by way of a record. And so Ian gets the hard hat today. So that'll kind of wrap things up this afternoon as the Zamboni comes out. Once again, our next Beavers action here will be Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern time from Kettering against the Elder Panthers, as the Beavers look to extend their winning streak even further. They go to 20 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie on the season, with today's 10-2 win over the Troy Trojans. So speaking for videographer Sherry Champagne, stat liaison, producer, engineer, writing utensil supplier. Got my pen. This is his pen. My pen is somewhere on the floor around here somewhere. So I don't lose that one. I'm going to give it back to him. Did you find it? In fact, Lance Champagne, backup videographer, just found my pen. Yes, I'm just a wreck without a desk. I kept dropping it all over the place. So for everybody, this is Kent Jacobs, broken down a wreck, reminding you the final score, 10-2 Beavers. Until Friday night, everybody, good evening from Troy's Hobart Arena.